coming from the number 2. That's Isaiva. Fighting back, blocking, setting, and they push. They unfortunately have to push that one back, and it gives the Kazakhstans an opportunity. And again, it is Skaya wearing the number 1. She's able to get over the top of that, and she is, as I said, is 6'5", and all of the Kazakhstan players, they're all over 5'5". Service set by the Vietnamese, blocked over onto the Vietnamese side by the number 8 and skipper Corina Shemseva, 29. She's 5'11". So Kazakhstan getting away to a good start here. They won the first 3 points. This is Ludmila Saiva on service, blocked by the Vietnamese side, and there's a point. Spike right down on the feet that came from Butai. Just watch the set, is very nice and clean. She's right there waiting for it. Vietnamese keep it in action, keep it in play. That one is gone out. Wide, and the signal coming from from Korea. The referee on the far side. The service goes to Vietnam. Again, they force the Kazakhstans to go low, rescued again, but that's a bit too near the net. And unfortunately, the Vietnamese player also got in and touched the net. You see there the Kazakhstan number 3, Sana Jadletskova, the 24-year-old, 6'1". So there in, this one will go across court, which it does, set by the Vietnamese, good block there by Jadletskova, and also with her was Olga Nesenkina, the 21-year-old. Nesenkina at one stage played at Almaty, but she's now moved to Setaishu. Very good team in Kazakhstan, and that's a loose shot coming from the Vietnamese player. And took that one out. Just a bit too long. Kazakhstan 6'2". Nice pick up by the Vietnamese Libra. The blockers again. They're very, very good. Very tall. They've improved in leaps and bounds over the last couple of years, this Kazakhstan side. All credit due to Putor Oleksand, coach, his assistant, we mustn't forget his assistant, Valery Shindov. And we get to the first technical timeout. And it's a good start for Kazakhstan. They lead by 8 points to 2. And the big problem for the Vietnamese side is they don't have very tall ladies in the squad. I think the tallest that they have, and they haven't got them out on the court at the moment. Tallest lady that's out there is the number 11, Zhuan. Zhuan is only 5'10". So the Kazakhstans have a big advantage. There's the coach in the middle, Long Pham, working straight in between Zhu and Yen. It's things to be pretty good, and not a perfectionist by any means. He understands all the game. He played it himself. He just wants the team to perform at the best of their ability. They're down 8-2 at the moment as the service comes from Kazakhstan. That one is just a little bit too long. Way over hit by the number 16, Ina Matvieva. it up nicely indeed. Hisham Seba, the captain as well as the setter. But you can see the shot going straight into the top of the net from Nessim Kina. Blocked by the tie of the Vietnamese team, I should say, and ball going off court. Side pushed back, but now the set by the Kazakhstan team, and again it's the clever play from their setter Semseva, number 8, and the captain, also the setter. To see the tip off her weaknesses. They go back. Vietnam now the run on down the middle, collected again by Vietnam. Can they push it over and get a point here? They have the advantage of having 2 players up as blockers, and now flicked over the net. Vietnam still in no chance, but good recovery by Kazakhstan, and then they're able to belt that one away. And the power of the shot was just a little bit too much. We'll take a look at it here. You can see the attempted effort by the Vietnamese side, but the power hit from Nessim Kina was just too much. Set this time they go to the far side, rescue by Ho, leader for Vietnam. That one's just overhit. Here is the Kazakhstan side out by 12 points to 4. There's the other members of the Kazakhstan squad. There's the Libra doing a great job for Vietnam. That point goes to Vietnam. Then off the blockers. Off the outstretched hand of Nessim Kina. Blocked again. That was a nice block by the Vietnamese player Nguyen Ho, number 9. Cited there the number 3. There's the serve. Good attempt. Nguyen Ho to get something on it. You see, she was able to get her hands to it, but couldn't guide it back. Set saved by Kazakhstan, and then they have to push it and give it away. Set up in the middle. Also in the middle corridor is the number 11. That's Yuan, 28-year-old, was able to put that one away. Service to Vietnam, and this is Young Ho Hung. Battle of the talls at the net. Blocked again by Kazakhstan. Now the set again by the number 8 in captain Hisham Seba. Kazakhstan go out to 14-7 for number 3. Jalaskova, Sana Jalaskova, the 24-year-old. She stands 6'1". She plays for championships a couple of years back. Nice city, friendly people. Maybe one of the people associated with the volleyball tournament. Had a great time there. We get to second technical timeout, and Kazakhstan lead by 16 points to 7. They have, of course, a couple of other members of their squad who are very, very tall players, and just looking across the line is Alana Omelchenko. Alana Omelchenko must be at least 7 foot tall. She's a very tall lady. You might get a shot of her here when we pan back to the squad. That's a tall lady in the middle of your picture, the number 1, Mitroskaya. Mitroskaya having a chat with the rest of the team, hearing words from our captain. Having Seva. Number 16 out there as well, Ina Matvieva. Service with Sana Javelskova. Nice piece of setting by the Vietnamese player. That was Nguyen, number 18, setting it up. There's the captain, Nguyen Ho. Great service. It's been lost by the Kazakhstan side. Gave it away and gave it back and put away by the Vietnamese side. Let's take a look at it here. That's a good spike right down the middle from Nguyen Zhu. She drove it straight at Javelskova. Rescued again by Vietnam. Then the set was there. The Vietnamese have it and they fire it back, fire it high in the stadium. And then the run around from the Kazakhstan player in Matvieva. The 24-year-old chalks up another point for the Kazakhstan team. They lead 17-9, and it is their skipper, Seva, to serve. He catches the top of the net and goes over. These players look on, can't do anything about it. Matvieva had a few things to say, and that was a long service from Seva, the number 8. Captain of the team. And the Vietnamese side going to make a change. The number 18 comes out, and that is Nguyen, and the number 3 goes in, Ho, Hat Tai Ho. It's a close-up. Seva, Corina Seva. Great spike by the left-sided winger. The left-sided hitter is able to pull that one off. Nice clean hit by Nguyen Zhu. Last on the whistle, and the point is going to go to Vietnam. You see the signal from the referee, Yuan. So that's the point. Last on the whistle, point goes for the Kazakhstan player. Touching the net. That one is out. And it's Vietnam who get the point. They look anxiously back towards the rostrum where the referee is situated, but they were looking for that one. They didn't touch it. And they closed the gap. 12-19. Vietnam set it up again, and the run around by Nguyen Wu Tai, the 19-year-old. They got another point back. This is Yuan Zhu. Set. And Darren's hit the floor. Nice piece of setting by Hisham Seva. And it was Saya who came in and polished it off. There she is. Just belted it down right at the feet. And the assistance was needed. Some work to be done on the floor, some perspiration at the net, and the court attendant comes on there, is disappearing in pink. And there's a little bit of a hold up, but they're ready to go. A signal from Tano Toshihiko, and they're away again. Spike blocked, recovered by the leader for Viet Nam. Now the set by the Kazakhstan side, but they've got to give it away. Now it's set up again, and that's another great spike, this time by Pham Yen. And the Vietnamese are letting the Kazakhstan know that they're around and they're competitive. Number 7 there, Yen. Set again for the number 1. She is a powerful lady, and there's not an awful lot that the Vietnamese players can do when Tatiana Mudryskaya gets on the ball. Now she's gone back to serve, as you saw the replay of that shot going right down on the floor. Here she is with the serve, taken up by Nguyen, blocked by the Kazakhstan. Blocked by the Kazakhstan Libra there, Nguyen. Then the ricochet of the ball went back in and hit the net, fell short as the Kazakhstan player Jarl Skasova is getting ready to pounce. It's Kazakhstan 22-14. And the last on the whistle gives the point to Vietnam. There's the lady from Korea in charge. And it's 22-15. Rescued by Vietnam. Off of hands, but it's still in play. Some Seva doing a lot of setting, and then she's not able to do the blocking. The blocking was over there with the number 5, Nissim Kina, and the skipper Isam Seva couldn't do anything about that. Here's the Vietnamese coach, Long Pham. Again, the set was too near the net. And that time it's gone off the hands of the Kazakhstan out of play. And suddenly the Vietnam team have closed it down, and it is the Kazakhstan coach who has decided he's going to take a timeout. Guntur Oleksand decides there's 2 mistakes creeping into the side, and he wants that cut out, no doubt. And you see the blocking there by the number 5, Nissim Kina, just directing the ball off court. Happy Vietnamese team. There's their coach. It is back to us, and straight away the Kazakhstan team don't want to hang around. They're back out on the court again. They want to correct the mistakes they were making, but the coaches just pointed out to them. And here's the service from Vietnam. Low service as well, dipping. Again, the Vietnamese team are doing the blocking, and they're also doing the hitting, because that one came from Nguyen, and Hong scored a point, forced the Kazakhstan's to put it out of play. 22-18 is the service again. This one from Yen. Is that in? It may have just landed on the line. Yes, just inside the line from Mudresaya. Is that out? Was out, even though the Vietnamese players thought it was on the line. Take a look at it again. Good look, as it was very near the line, and it's 24 points to 18 to Kazakhstan, and they had the service. There's the Vietnamese side with a chance, and they have accepted the chance. And that young lady is pretty happy. The number 3, Ho Hei Tai, with that spike right across the court, just a little bit too good for the Kazakhstan side. Long service down the middle, set, recovered by the Libra for Vietnam, pushed over the net by Vietnam, rescued by the Kazakhstan player, but the blockers were in there. Let's have a look at this again. The 2 blockers jump up, and the 2 of them are able to handle that. Ho and the skipper Nguyen. Ho, there she is. 24-20. Service as well, forcing the Kazakhstan team to go back. They're in trouble here. They could have lost control of that shot. And now, is that out? Yes, it is not. It was touched again. So the Vietnamese side have closed it down to just 3 points behind, 24-21. And it's Ho Hong again with the service. She's 20 years of age. 5'6". Long service, floater, set by Vietnam, and that's gone off the hands of the Vietnamese players, and it is the Kazakhstans who take out the first game by 25 points to 21. But a brave fight by the Vietnamese side, brave and clever fight by them as well. So it's Kazakhstan getting off the mark here in these qualifiers between the top 8 teams in their groups. The score there for you: Kazakhstan 25-21 taking out the first set. Bridge of this game between Kazakhstan and Vietnam. Kazakhstan, the winners of Group A, are taking on the team that were the runners-up in Pool C, Vietnam, and it's Kazakhstan taking the first game by 25 points to 20. Good performance from Vietnam. A lot of people thought that they would be taken to the cleaners by this very strong Kazakhstan side, but they fought. They bought a couple of great points. So the 2 referees in charge, Su Hae-young and Tano Toshihiko, as the captain for Kazakhstan gets us underway again with the serve, and that's Isemtseva, Korina Isemtseva. There's the number 8. She's 29 years of age, 5'11". Left, set, and then the 2 blockers are in the way again for Kazakhstan. And that was Ludmila Isemtseva getting her hands to it, and also right beside her was Irina Scherberger, who's in the side for the first time tonight. Set by the Vietnamese side, and the spike was put away by Nguyen Yu. So the service goes to the Vietnamese team, and it is the lady who got that last point, Nguyen. Blocked. Oh, unfortunate for the Vietnamese team. The little push in the air came from Ung Buatai, and she thought there might be someone on that right-hand side, and right-hand side hit her space, but they had all moved in. The service from Kazakhstan by Ludmila Isamseva. Vietnam get it up. They go across court. Rescued by the back player. And again, they chip it over the top. Vietnam on the attack now, but again, the blockers are there. And this time, the number 1, Mudraskaya, and the number 5, Nessim Kina, do all the blocking, as you see there. One and the number 5, number 1 lady, very tall lady, 6'5". So also the server, Ludmila Isamseva. There's the Vietnamese team getting a nice point, knocking it straight down the middle from Ung. And they make a quick change. They've taken out the Libra Chuyen. There's the number 1. That one really went astray on the Kazakhstan team, beset by the Vietnamese team, pushed back again by the Kazakhstan team, this time beset by the number 3 for Vietnam. That is Ho. Still searching for a point out of this, and they get it. They get it from their number 9 and the captain, Nguyen. 4-3, 3-4. Blocked, recovered by the Kazakhstan team, and then that is recovered by the Vietnamese team right down low. There's a big spike by the Vietnamese number 3, Ho. And we'll just take a look at it here. There's the spike from the number 2, Hung, and it goes out on the ricochet. There's another block again, and at that time the blocking came from Oh Hong. Oh Hong. You see her there? She's pumping the fist. She's happy. They got a lucky one there. It just hit the cord at the top of the net. Sent down by Quay Pham Thai Kim. And it's 6-4 to Vietnam. And then she goes and spoils it all. The number 5 for Vietnam, Pham Thai Kim Phuy. Service from Kazakhstan. This is Matvieva is successful with the serve. Just take a look at her here. She puts it up in the air, but the Libra was not able to push it back. Yun. Rescued. The ricochet came back, hit the Vietnamese player after she made the attempted spike. And the blocks were there from Vietnam. We'll take a look at it. The blocks were there from Kazakhstan. And you can see the swing of the arm from just a little bit of overreaching on the part of the setter. The setter set it up. The number 3 host set it up for her captain, the number 9, as you see there on the run around Ewan, and it was just too high. She got up to it and arrived a little bit late and missed the bus, as they say. Kazakhstan 8-6 in this, the second game. Kazakhstan having taken out the first game by 25 points to 20. Just looking at the captain for Kazakhstan, Isamseva, Korina Isamseva, is the coach from Viet Nam. He's talking to his captain right beside him and the other members of his team, but he should be happy. They have put up a very good performance here, because everyone, as I said, thought that the Kazakhstan would be way too strong for them. But the Vietnamese have got close to that man's team, Guntur Oleksan. After the technical timeout, the first technical timeout, Kazakhstan and Vietnam will go back on court. Kazakhstan with the serve, they lead 8-6. Came back and it was rolled over the net. Let's take a look at it here. Recovery, and then just a little dink over the net by the number 9 and captain for the Vietnam team, Nguyen. They can keep it up, but they've got to push it right to the back of the court. Now the set for Kazakhstan team, and doing a run down the middle. Jarlaskova and Sanya Jarlagasova puts it away. Jarlaskova. Chasing down every point. Blocked. Set. Oh yes, very, very fast set as well. Nice piece of play by Ho. Set it up, and the skipper, Nguyen, was able to knock that one down. Just take a look at it right beside her. Didn't have to move an awful lot. Just got the power behind it. Rescue. Just a little bit too long, and suddenly it's all tied up at 9 points each. I would think that the coach of Kazakhstan might be a little bit worried. Guntur Oleksan. Picked up by Vietnam. Good pick up as well. And that time the shot comes in from their number 11. That is Nguyen. The 2 blocks are in the way. You see her here jumping. The 2 blockers were in the way. Just a bit disappointed at that. There's one of those blockers. Of course, blocking again by Kazakhstan team. And that was a flick off the floor, and the flick off the floor came from Matvieva, and then the skipper got into the act. Let's look at it. There's the push forward, then there was this little push from them up to the captain, and for the captain Isamseva, she put it out. That's a vicious spike. The Vietnamese player off her feet. She swung her body around. And that was the number 7, Yen. Good blocking by the Kazakhstan team, but they're not good enough to stop the point going to Vietnam, and it's 11 points each. The number 3 has come out for Kazakhstan, and that's Jarlaskova, and they have made a quick change There's the skipper setting it up. And directly took a deflection before it got away from, once it got away from Ludmila Isaneva. Took a deflection away from the defender on the Vietnamese side. This is Isham Seva at the service. Picked up by the Vietnamese side, having to be pushed back by the Kazakhstan team. And there was the spike coming in. And it looked pretty good for Olga Nesenkina. There's the set. As you can see, the lady that got in the way was Ina Mitvieva. That's a vicious spike down the middle, and she's pumped Yen Fan. And it's 13-12, 12-13, the number 11 to take the service for the Vietnamese player, Yuan. She goes long, goes to the back of the court, and the Kazakhstan team are able to do a run around there, and coming in is Metvieva. She's able to pick up a point for the Kazakhstan side. Here's the service. (14-13) to Kazakhstan. Long service from Vietnam. There's the set by the Kazakhstan team and the finish by Ina Matvieva. There you see the setup, and they make a quick change. They've taken out the number 20. That's Tatiana Afantseva. They've changed the thing around. Schelberger normally goes in at this stage. And that's a good spike by the Vietnamese player. They're happy. There's the clean hit from the right hand side hitter. But it's still 15-14. Vietnam have a chance here. Oh, well blocked by the Kazakhstan team. Vietnam can come down the middle. They do, but that's lifted up and lifted out of the court. And it's 15 all. So the Vietnamese team are pushing this Kazakhstan side. And there's a few worries down on the Kazakhstan bench. I can tell you that the coach is standing up, walking around. Normally he doesn't do that. Rescued, pushed back by Vietnam. There's the big hit, but rescued again. Kept up by Vietnam, but there's two of them going for the one ball. Now they got to set the service, and they do. And they set it all up for Mudryskaya. And we get to the second technical timeout, with Kazakhstan leading Vietnam by 16 points to 15. There you see that point that makes the difference. There's two Vietnamese players going for it. The Libra got in the way, and Yuan both got in the way of each other. So the technical timeout gives the coaches an opportunity to put a few things right. And as far as the Vietnamese team are concerned, their coach down there, Long Pham Van, he must be pretty happy. This is a good performance from his side. There's the number 1 player, number 2 player in the squad looking on, and there's the coach of the Kazakhstan team, Guntur, explaining about some of the blocking that the Kazakhstan players have been trying to pull off, haven't been successful. He's trying to correct their position. This is Mudryskaya, Tatiana Mudryskaya, 28 years of age, 6'5", big long service, but the Vietnamese have it, and it's punched home by Hung An Hong, the number 2. And now she goes back to the service line to put this one into play. Picked up by the Kazakhstans, and they're able to kill that one off easily. It wasn't a very strong service, didn't move, and you can see the big blow, good spike, long service again by the Kazakhstan team. There's a good piece of defensive play. More defensive play by Kazakhstan. Now the run around, that's gone off the hands, and it was the run around by Nguyen. And she pretty happy, has a big smile on her face as she walks back to take the service, and it's tied up at 17 points each. She goes long, one-handed block by Jarida Sorba. But then there's the opportunity to win the point. And they win the point as it's put across to their number 1 and number 1 hitter. And that's Mudryskaya, and she's able to put it away. He's nearly losing control of the ball, and they keep that one up, but they unfortunately flip it out of play at the end after 2 good efforts to try and keep it going. And the timeout's going to be called by the Vietnamese coach. Long Pham not too happy. Assistant coach down there with him, and that's Long Pham. We're explaining what's going wrong. As we see some slow motion replay of the action there, which has taken the score to 19-17. Players ready to go back. And Kazakhstan have come back with their number 1, 8-2. And the lady to take the service, this young lady, the number 3, Sana Jalaskova, 24 years of age, 6'2". Good service as well, down the right-hand side. Now the Vietnamese have to do something with it. It's going to come back, well set up by the number 8, Isam Seva. Put out of court. Let's take a look at it. Blocked by the Vietnamese player, but put out of court. Service still back with Jalaskova. Long to set again. That time it went off the top of the net. I think the cord of the net took a fair bit of the sting out of the shot, and it dipped. And the change is going to take place. The number 5 for Kazakhstan is going to come out, Nessun Kina, and going in is the number 16, Matvieva. Service to Vietnam. Picked up again by the leader, Nguyen, for Vietnam. Oh, she's recovered that again. Great piece of blocking. Now they've got to give it back softly. The set. Oh, she made a great attempt to get at that one as well. Chu Yen, the leader, wears the number 1 shirt. It's 21-18 to Kazakhstan. Isam Seva with the serve. Put up by the Vietnamese team, and they're going to get a point out of that. Big spike down the middle. There's the set. There's the shot that goes right down the middle from Yen. Blocked and recovered by the Vietnamese team. They just do a flick over the net. We don't give the Kazakhstan team with that lady Mudryskaya a second opportunity, and she's able to put that one away, get it past the Libra to Yen. 22-19 service with Kazakhstan. This is Ludmila Isaeva. Nice spike by the Vietnamese, that time through their number 16 Ung by a tie. So they grab the service. They grab their 20th point in this, the second game. They trail by 2 and they have the service. Oh yes, too good, too big. Tatiana Mudryskaya. The Kazakhstan team 23-20 over Viet Nam at the moment. Blocked and blocked out of court. It hit the number 3 Jarosova. You can see there the 2 blockers were there, but I think it may have hit the number 5 Nisinkina. And the blow on the whistle for the referee says we have to do it again. It's 23-20. Serve went before the whistle. The Vietnamese player wanted to get on with it. Oh yes, nice point. You see the run around by the Kazakhstan players, and then the dummy, the leap, nicely set up, and there's the number 1 putting it away, Mudryskaya. Blocked and half blocked by the Kazakhstans, but it's gone out of court, and it's 24-23. They run 24-22. Of the Kazakhstan players not communicating with each other. That one went off court from Jarosova, even though the Libra was right behind her. Starasenko, and the timeout called by the Kazakhstan coach. 24-23. Alexander not happy. Is the Vietnamese coach pointing out that they could take out this first set easy. For them in this contest, they lost the first set of the match. They could square it all up. They have the service, and it could come from their number 2. This is Hung. Set for the big lady coming at the back, and it's gone off the hands and gone off court, and it means that the Kazakhstan team have taken it out by 25 points to 23. So a 2-love lead for Kazakhstan over Vietnam, but it was a close battle for the second game. And here you see the finish. That one went up in the air and out of Jarosova. Kazakhstan lead by 2 games to love. 25-21, 25-23. You can see the expression on the face. It's Kazakhstan who lead by 2 sets to love. 25-21, 25-23. Last one was a close encounter, but in the end the power and the strength and the height of the Kazakhstan team was just a little bit too good for the Vietnamese side, even though they played very, very well. They now have the opportunity of serving, and it's down with their number 3. This is Ho Ha Tai to serve. She goes long into the corner. Opportunity for the Kazakhstan team with their number 16. That was blocked, well blocked. In the Medvedev with the spike, well blocked by the Vietnamese team. Recovery there from Jabalsova, and there's the big powerful shot coming down from the Kazakhstan number 16 in Medvedev, and she wins the point. It's 1-1. Service for Kazakhstan, picked up by the Vietnamese side, set it up in the middle, recovered by the Kazakhstan number 1 player, and that is Mudraskaya. But they're going to get the point. They didn't have to work too hard for that. You can see the problem was that the Vietnamese player running into the net. Blocked and sent back over her head by Nesinkina. Number 5, Olga Nesinkina. She's 21 years of age, 6'2", and she doesn't look that when you're standing beside Mudryskaya, who's 6'6". Set and blocked. Two big ladies over there, Mudryskaya and also Nesinkina, the number 5. 2 of them doing the blocking. It was Mudryskaya who got her hands to that. There's the coach of the Vietnamese side. It's a bit worried at the moment. Good shot, good spike right down the line, and it went off the blockers there. The number 1 for Kazakhstan, Mudryskaya, and also the number 5, Nesinkina. This is Nguyen. That went off the head of the Vietnamese player. Blocked. The skipper has to do a rescue job for Vietnam, and then they have to push and give it away. The set, the block, and the point is going to go to Vietnam. Kazakhstan players getting in and touching the net, falling against it, I suppose the most appropriate way to say it. Miscommunication out there between the skipper Isem-Seva and the number 1 Mudryskaya. I think Isem-Seva was thinking that it was going to go to the right-sided hitter and that Mudryskaya would be there, but she wasn't. Vacant ground over there. But the vain attempt by the Vietnamese doesn't pay off that time. Kazakhstan back in front, 5 points to 4. Words coming from the captain, Isem-Seva. That's hit too far, too long, but they'll have to get it back. And the referee blows the whistle and says, no, you can't continue. Sung Hae-Young from Korea, our referee in charge. And Kazakhstan leads 6-4, and they have the service. That one into the back court. Now they've got to shuffle and get it back. They do. And that one may be a bit long as well. And was a bit long. She backed in 2 hits. Says the referee. Viet Nam get the point. Coach having a chat. On the service and he's defending well, and then they forced the mistake from Kazakhstan, and that went out off of Jadlisova, and timeout called by the Kazakhstan coach Guntur Oleksan. And he wants to have a word. You can see him down in front of us here, and you can see the expression on his face, and with the hand gestures he's saying to them, "What's going on out there?" But they're trying to explain that they may have taken the foot off the pedal there a little bit. It's all tied up at 6-all, and he doesn't like it. So he's sort of getting into the players and saying to them, "Come on, wake up, you got to get in there and do this and do that and do the other." But the players who are working very hard for him out on the court. This is Ong Buatai. Tall lady, 6'2", 19 years of age. Good service. Now the set. Recovered. The set again by Kazakhstan, and they go to their number 1 hitter, Mudraskaya. She just was too powerful and too strong for the Vietnamese number 11, Nguyen Zhu. Nguyen Zhu was not able to get anywhere near getting it back. That one has gone off the hands of the Kazakhstan players. The Libra has left the scene. Storozenko. She's gone in, covered the scene. There she is. Left the comfort of the coach's chair where she was sitting, removed it and told her go to another seat, which she did, and we get to the mid-game break with Vietnam in the lead by 8 points to 7. And you see the blocking by the 2 Kazakhstan players, but they just blocked it down on their own side of the net. The number 5 and the number 8 Nesin Kina and her skipper Isem Seva. Coach walks away. There's the Vietnamese party, still chatting, still talking. We got another 11 seconds to talk before the blast on the whistle will send them back on court again. They are leading by 8 points to 7. There's the whistle, allows them to go back on court. The Kazakhstan team in white and black, I'm told a few things by their coach. They got to get something perfect, or as near perfect as possible. Here's the set. Recovered by Vietnam. Now they can settle themselves, and this their skipper, and that one's going to go way out of court. That was the captain of the Vietnamese side, and that flew off the wrist, left hand side wrist of the number 2 Semseva. Nice drag over the net, but again the referee says you touched the net. Yeah, she touched it with her loose hand, dragging it down to balance her body before she hit the spike. She just touched the net. So basically the 2 players that have come out is Mudraseva, the number 1, and the captain, and that is Usam Seva. He's made a couple of changes. running around, and he's put that big lady that you see on your screen, he's put her into the action. The number 9 is in, and the number 7. The number 7 is Olmenchenko, Elena Olmenchenko, 6'7", 24 years of age. And the number 9 is Irina Lukmantsova. They go for the big tall lady again. There's no way that the Vietnamese player can back. She crashed into the hoarding over there. I hope she hasn't hurt herself. She's just holding her left arm. She chased, you can see. She ran into the hoarding around the advertising hoarding around the court. She seems to be okay, but timeout called by the Vietnamese coach. Just wants to check, I think. The medical people just taking a look at her. They have a doctor therapist there in Dong Van Lee. She made a great effort to try and save that. And you can see her, she chased back, no hesitation, just runs into the back and then collides with the advertising material. And that's smart play by the coach of the Vietnamese side, Long Pham. He called immediately for a timeout so that he could make sure that his libero was okay. Nguyen Ho says she is okay. She's back into the action, and the Kazakhstan team have tied it all up because that one went off court. Here's the service. Good blocking by the Vietnamese. Now they set again. They go the far side. A little push forward. There's so many. Well, they keep it there, but they just can't get it back. She swung the left hand at it. Nguyen Zhu. But the point goes to Kazakhstan. You can see the effort she made there to get it back, but it just wasn't big enough and hard enough to get over the net. Service for Kazakhstan. Kept up by the Vietnamese. They're very good at doing that, keeping it off the floor. Oh yes, good spike from the skipper. I'd say that hurt the hands of the Kazakhstan lady. You can see the number 5 back there, long ponytail. And that one was straight at Olga Nesenkina. 11 points each. Easy strike down the middle for the Kazakhstan team, and they lead by 12 points to 11. This is Jalovsova. Jalovsova. Good play by the Vietnamese, set up by the number 3, Ho, and finished off by the skipper, Nguyen. Change. They take out the number 3 and they put in good shot right down the line, and that was Afantseva who came into the action. Tatiana Afantseva. Here's the serve by the company, the biggest and tallest lady in the tournament so far. There's a nice recovery shot from the Vietnamese team. after the service had come from the Kazakhstan number 7 Olmenchenko. And Olmenchenko goes out, and also coming out is the number 9. That is Lokum Saya. Win 121-16. Good service again. Yes, that was well left, well disguised as well by the Kazakhstan team. You can see the player running across the court, dragging the attention of the Vietnamese team. Nice piece of setting by the Vietnamese number 3. Now, good run around again by Matvieva. Kazakhstan number 5, Nasinkina, putting that one in the net. Just take a look. So just pounded forward. Just went straight into the net. That's blocked by Vietnam. Now they have a chance themselves. That gone off the fingers of the Kazakhstan team. They just have to push it back, rescued by the Thai team, and then the little push shot across the net. Ah yes, hit down low, hit with a lot of power from the number 1, Mudrit Saya. And it is tied up at 15 points each. Number 3 comes in. Jarvisova gone back in, and the number 20 has come out. Afanseva. The Libra having a little problem trying to get under that one, and we get to the second technical timeout. Kazakhstan leading by 16 points to from Gunter Oleksandr. Number 16, Medvedev, going to go back in, nearest to us. Here's the camera, getting a word from the coach. So she's gone back in, and they're going to go with number 135-8. The Libra can be anything. Here's the service. Oh, that's dropped inside the line. A lot of changes coming now for the Vietnamese side. The number 16 comes out, and going back in is the number 5, and this is Pham Thai Kim. Goes long, rescued. That's gone off the hands of one of the Vietnamese players. Just take a look. Yeah, just touched the fingers of the lone blocker that was up there. Good recovery by the Vietnamese side again. There's an opportunity. They go into the back court, and then there's the setup. It's recovered by Vietnam. Now, can the Kazakhstans do exactly what they want to do here? No, they can't. And here's the set. Pushed. No, pushed. Not good against the Kazakhstan side. They're too powerful. You have to aim your shots at them. You have to take your chances when the floor is open. You've got to get in the house Otherwise, we will only be handing the initiative back to Kazakhstan. And there's the changes for the Vietnam side. 18-16 to Kazakhstan at the moment. Sitting on the bench, the number 3 is in the action. So also the number 16 was rescued by the Thais. And the Vietnamese able to push that one across the court. But when the Kazakhstan team are able to dominate like that, that's exactly what they did in the first game of this tournament against Thailand. They were able to push the shots right across the board, and the tall players were able to get up there. People like Mitroskaya and Jableskova, and the setting being done by Semseva. Even though the coach for Vietnam has called a timeout, he's now used all of his timeouts, and he's still trailing 16-19, having lost the first 2 games. But the Kazakhstan team, a very good side. As I said, they beat Thailand in the opening game of the tournament. And they're just able to push. They don't hurry, they don't sort of get overexcited about anything. They take their time, they just push the shot around until they get a perfect situation, and then they open up by setting up a hitter. And there you see that shot going off the defensive wall. Vietnam with the serve. Flicked on. Here's the block again, and that's the block that skids off the hands, and it skidded off the skipper's hands. Semseva right behind her, and beside her was Nessim Kina. So it's 18-19. That's clever play. Semseva setting up Nessim Kina. Takes Kazakhstan to 20 points to 18, and it's going to be Nessim Kina to serve the 21-year-old. That one's gone in because Mitroskaya moved off that mark. She was trying to cover the backcourt. Right-hand side backcourt defensively, but just had moved away, and a clever play by the Vietnamese player was able to push it past her. Good block, but unfortunately for the Vietnamese, didn't go back on the right side of the net. Look at it here, blocked, but gone off court. This is Sana Jablesova. Keep it in play. Oh yes, well put away, nice spike right down the middle by Ina Matvieva. She was able to, you see here, she splits the 2 players at the back, the 2 Vietnamese players. And it takes Kazakhstan out to a 22-19 lead. Recovered by Vietnam. Can they do something here with it? Yes, it went off the blocker, and that was Ishenseva, Ludmila Ishenseva. Here's the service from Vietnam. Blocked. They can set it. and they can score off of that as well. Hard hit spike right down to the back court, and despite an effort by the Kazakhstan player Janildasova, she wasn't able to stop it, and it's Kazakhstan out by 22 points to 21. They won the first two games. They lead 2-love, 25-21, 25-23, and this one going to go very close as well. They lead by 22 points to 21. So the Vietnamese should be pretty proud of themselves. They're putting up a great performance here. Service to come from Vietnam. Picked up. The two tall ladies there mistake, and she straight away apologizes to her teammates by Nguyen. That gives the Kazakhstan another step up. One more after this. The skipper for Kazakhstan. And the blocks are there. And blocking that one was Matvieva. Let's take a look and see if it came off of Matvieva. Yes, it did. The number 16. And now the Vietnamese team have made a change. They've taken out the number 9, and it's the number 16, Matvieva, that's gone in. Spike down the middle, rescued by Kazakhstan, rescued by Vietnam, and now the set blocked by the Kazakhstan team. They're at it again, they're going for everything. Recovered by Vietnam. There's a Vietnamese player on the floor. She's got up, she's back in the action, and here's the chance for Kazakhstan to wrap it up, and instead they put it way off court. Great opportunity. You can see the set was very well done, executed properly, but Mudraskaya put it away off court. 24-22, 22-24 as Vietnam serve. Now the set. And that one's gone off hands, but recovered and rescued. And that time it is the block by the Kazakhstan tall players who have taken it out 25-22.